Kaizo, you stand there surrounded, and you hear a thud from over your left shoulder. As you quickly glance back, you can see the unconscious body of Dran face down in the snow. Crimson pools of blood start to seep out into the white, frosty snow that lies upon the ground. As the storm continues through this crevasse, as you guys have been ambushed, sort of, by these tribal Talz warriors. I got some conflicting music, so I'm going to take that off of there so we don't have two different notes going at the same time, because that bothers me. I apologize, folks, if it bothers anybody else. But I got a little surprise for you guys. I'm going to go ahead and take you over to a map that I drew today. So I'm going to take you guys over to a map so you guys can see what this actually looks like. And I'm going to take all of our friends over at Twitch over the map.
Oh,
and
God.
I made the map on Twitch.
God, that's so much worse.
so you can actually visualize
It
what this
literally
is.
is so much worse than we imagined.
Yeah, I didn't realize there were this many of them.
Because if you remember, each minion group had 5 Talz, and there were 4 minion groups. So there were already 20 Talz minions. Plus you got the 2 on the back of the Narglatches, and you disintegrated the chieftain.
Chieftain didn't get the act.
He didn't get the act. But I have it on Twitch, so our Twitch viewers can see that see the weather as well. I got some snow falling there in the Twitch, so that's what this actually looks like. And we're going into the 3rd round. So at the top of the order, any PC may go except for Dran.
No one else wants to. Alright, so is any of these people around me looking like on death's door or like very like rough?
One of those Tal's minions over there standing looking down at Dran looks a little unbalanced.
Okay, so then next question. If I kill a person of a minion group, does that count as killing something?
If
I need to either kill something or score
you attack a minion group as one entity. So depending on how much damage you do, you could essentially destroy or knock out more than one of them with one attack.
Okay.
If you remember, Raven actually shot at a minion group and disintegrated 3 out of 5 of them last time.
Gotcha. Now, I can't remember. Did I know I aimed at something. Did I already use that, or was that for this round? Does anybody
I think
remember?
that was for this round.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so you'll have a boost.
So,
ooh, Yeska's getting something. Add your proficiency bonus. How are we going to do that in Star Wars?
I win?
Yes.
Here's what I'll do. Anybody have any good suggestions other than I win?
Is there something involving like upgrades? Is that an upgrade? Is that
that's upgrade or
upgrade would be upgrade we determined was what was the upgrade
luck point,
one?
right?
Not luck point. Luck point is a reroll.
Uh-oh.
Wasn't it a boost die? Is that what we said?
Boost die is Bardic Inspiration.
That's right.
And then we did an upgrade for inspiration, player inspiration. So you do an upgrade for that. So we need something for adding proficiency bonus. Maybe automatic advantage on a roll?
Oh, that's a good one.
kind of cool?
Auto advantage, yeah, I like that.
Because it's kind of, add your proficiency bonus is kind of lower on the rung. So we'll go with automatic advantage. So it's kind of like if you have something, a weapon, a feature, whatever that gives you automatic advantage, That's what that'll do for us. So, Yeska, you have an automatic
Nice.
advantage on any of your rolls that you choose.
Okay. Thank you, mysterious benefactor.
All right, so I am just going to go up to, I guess these people like just right behind me. I guess I'm just gonna turn around.
Yep, that group of 5 is one
Lightsaber
minion
in
group.
hand.
Sure. So this is 2
And
purple
I'm
dice.
going- Okay.
And they don't
2
have
purple
any
dice.
armor, so there's no setback. And I believe at the top of this round, the avalanche that Dran had caused is starting to die down a little bit, and you guys are able to see a little bit better, so there won't be any setback due to that.
Oh.
Since it is still snowing and you're in a storm, I'm going to say 1 setback for weather.
What's that? Okay.
Mhm.
That is A-okay, and then I am going to mark for death this group.
Okay. That's a maneuver,
Ooh,
right?
no, I'm not. I'm gonna save that. Yeah, it was a maneuver, but I'm not gonna do that instead. Sorry, I've got so much stuff.
It's all good.
All right, so I'm gonna perform a saber swarm ability, which
Okay.
perform a saber swarm maneuver. So for 1 strain, make a lightsaber attack. This turn and gain the linked item quality equal to my force rating. So that's 4. So instead of having linked 2, it goes up to 4. So I make 4 attacks.
He's strong.
Well, you have the
So-
potential to make 4 attacks, depending on how
yeah,
many
I have the
advantages you roll.
potential. Yeah, exactly.
Got it. Whew,
Okay,
that's a
So
good one.
then, here we go. Make sure everything's right.
Oh.
Okay, so triumph does mean triumph on anything
Success,
is
right?
automatic success, I believe. Yes, according to the rules.
Yeah, but they cancel out, don't they? Because like that's
You don't have any despair to cancel that out.
well, no, I know, but I mean the success they generate, don't they get canceled out by the misses or the
Oh,
failures?
I see
wanna-
what you mean.
I want to double check this because I think we had questions on this before. So I'm gonna go to the dice here. There's a chapter in here that shows the dice and what there was. I'm gonna just double check because I always read it as if you get a triumph, it's an automatic success. I apologize, everybody, as I'm trying to figure this out. I want to make sure I'm doing it.
We are still learning.
How
this
many
game.
Wookiees?
After
How many
20
Wookiees does it take to turn in a light bulb? The answer, of
How many?
course, is none, because their paws are way too big and it's impractical. They get caught in the threads.
Mm-hmm.
So
Nice.
Yeah. let's see.
I guess it's not in that part. It must be in the beginning.
A farm boy and an old wizard walk into a bar and immediately commit a felony by chopping off someone's arm.
Here we
The
go.
end.
Let's read what it says under triumph. Triumph symbol is a powerful result. Significant boon. Each triumph symbol provides 2 effects. First, the triumph symbol also counts as 1 success. In every way success has previously been defined. That means that the success generated by a triumph symbol could be canceled by a failure symbol generated during the same skill check. Second, the triumph can be used to trigger incredibly potent effects. So, yes, that means that the failure does count out the successes from the triumphs. So, therefore, the
But you still
attack
get something really good.
the attack is going to miss, but something extraordinary happens in the process.
Okay, I don't know.
I'm curious. I'm curious to your thoughts here,
I have some ideas.
Tizo.
Can I, as I'm moving around swinging my lightsaber, I'm missing, but I'm just like, go to stand over Dran, so their attention goes to me instead of going after Dran that's laying on the ground dead.
He's covered in snow, so they can't see him.
Just make an igloo real fast. Yeah, I'm just like, so I step over, so I'm above Dran, standing above him, and I'm just like spinning my lightsaber like around me to try and give me more defense maybe, and also attract them to attack me instead of Dran.
Actually, here's what I'm also going to do. I'm going to say that you
Okay.
basically swirl up the snow around you so that you make this almost like this vortex of winter storm just around you and Dran, and everybody in that area is basically what I would consider blinded.
Cool. Okay. Cool.
Nice.
Except for you. You're fine.
Awesome.
You're kind of in the middle. You're in the eye of the hurricane.
The eye of the storm.
Eye of the tiger.
In the eye of the hurricane, there's quiet.
And that's just the 2 advantages. I'm gonna say those are that's just the 2 triumphs. The 4 advantages are yours to spend.
Yeah, I'm looking at what triumphs can. Oh, okay, so that was just the 4 advantages. Okay.
No, those were the 2 triumphs. That's what the triumphs did. It basically blinded your enemies and helped protect Dran. The 4 advantages are yours if you want to pass boosts to anybody.
It's a boost to both people.
Boost to both people?
To Raven and Yeska.
All right, Raven.
You can do that with 2, right?
Yep, 2 advantages.
Okay,
you pass a boost. 1 to Raven.
You each get a boost.
1 to Yeska. As you're watching you're focused on what you guys are doing because you're also surrounded pretty much by other people, but you can see that Tizo's got Dran covered, seems to be helping him out. That ends that PC's go and brings us to another PC.
Did you have a plan?
Not really. Why don't you do something? Give me something violent.
Last game, the 2 behind me were backing off, right?
They look frightened of you, yes.
Good. All right, I'm gonna start shooting at the ones in front.
Okay, you got
Just the way I like it. Good.
Anyway, so the last thing.
It would normally be 2 purple since they're right up against you.
Yep.
And I don't think the setback from weather is going to affect you with your helmet, so it'd just be the 2 purple.
Alrighty, let's see. Oh. Bang bang.
Okay.
Disruptor pistol. Oh.
+4.
So 20 damage?
Yeah.
All
20
right.
damage.
And this is soakable, correct?
It is.
Okay. So basically what happens here is the damage is enough to disintegrate 2 of these guys.
Solid.
So as you fire from point blank range, 2 more of them are nothing but blackened ash. And the cold winter wind from inside this crevasse just... You still have... I think you still have a maneuver if you'd like to use it.
I'm gonna take aim and just be like, last warning.
Okay. Taking aim and issuing threats. Love it. Okay. The NPC goes, and basically what happens, these 2 Talz warriors behind Raven are maneuvering once, and then using their action to maneuver again to run. And they are basically 2 range bands away from you now. Bringing us to our 3rd PC, Yeska.
Okie dokie. I am going to move... Can I move my character? Yes. I'm going to move my character over here and attack this other Talz Rider combo.
Oh, perfect.
Let me bring out my character sheet.
Focus in on the force, looking over, and you're able to see the outlining, pulsing images of these creatures that are surrounding your friends, and you rush up, lightsaber at the ready.
And I'm gonna just take a big old chunk out of this.
Are you going for the Narglatch?
Weird snow warg.
You going for the Narglatch, or are you trying to aim for the hunter who's on his back?
I feel like the Narglatch is the more dangerous.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go for that Narglatch.
They don't have a defense rating, so it'd just be two purple dice.
Okay. And so I've got. This is a single opponent. Can we say that?
They do count as a single opponent.
Yep. Okay, so that means that
hold on a second. Is it single opponent, or is if there's anything else engaged with you? Because technically, I mean, is it matter if like Tizo is technically engaged with this creature? So does that negate anything? That
I
you would
think it would.
Okay, because I think it has to be.
I think
It's
it
like
would negate.
It has to be like a one-on-one type deal. Like nothing else can be engaged. I think is
a
the
duel.
Way. Yeah, it has to be a duel. Yeah,
that's like
fates.
My whole deal. Of the fates. So I don't get my automatic success or my automatic advantage for that, but I do have my proficiency bonus automatic advantage.
Yes, you
Thanks
do.
again, chat.
Oh yeah.
So roll. All right.
All right. 3 successes. Unsoakable. It's 9.
Do I have anything to do with that? No, I don't have anything else to add.
Okay.
So yeah, I just carve a steak out of this big snow dog.
Okay. And as you're focusing up, it seems as if the Narglatch takes like a step to the side, and you catch across the front of its chest with your lightsaber, leaving that blackened, charred mark across its chest. You slip a little bit on the ice, and it causes you to take 2 strain throughout the attack. That's what the threat is going to be for your attack roll.
Does the 1 balance out because the advantage? Or?
Oh yeah, just 1 strain because the advantage would have canceled it out. Your free advantage. Yep.
Also, technically, you had a boost on that too from me.
Yeah.
Right.
Go ahead and roll.
Should I roll? Yeah. Should I just roll boost?
Roll your boost. Yeah, roll one boost by itself, and we'll see what it does. Oh.
Thanks, D.
Nope.
No.
I tried.
No thanks, D.
So you still take 1 point of strain during the attack. Well, the chaos.
Okay.
That end your turn.
And it ends my turn, but it ends my current use of my force power. So I'm once again in the land of darkness.
In the dark, yes. The next PC turn.
That's okay. Most everyone else is too.
Yeah, the next PC turn, huh?
The next PC turn. All 3 conscious players, you begin to hear something. It sounds like the sound of engines.
I'm a crate dragon.
And it's,
That's me.
It's a giant ice worm that erupts out from under. It sounds like engines.
It's the ice halud.
And you look up, Raven, and you can see out of this misty white snow cloud that's above you, the silhouette start to appear, hovering down towards your location, and you can see, and you start to see the darkened silhouette appear, and you're like, there she is. There's the Bastion. And you can see that Cad Solus is making his way. Let me see if I can put this onto the, there it is. As the Bastion appears above all of you with Cad Solus in tow. Cad actually targets this Narglatch that doesn't have its front limb that's running away and starts to use the ship's guns to fire at that rider and Narglatch. So I'm going to pull up Cad's... Well, actually, I'm going to pull up the Bastion sheet. And I already put him into the vehicle, so we'll see how he does. I think if I just click on NPC, it'll roll it for him. Cad Solus, there he is. He's firing the dorsal turret-mounted light laser cannons. Let's see if this works. Hoping I set it up correctly.
Better not scratch it.
Oh, I need difficulty dice in there. What am I doing?
I mean, do you though?
Yeah, I think this roll's okay.
I think you'll be all right. It's only 1 purple difficulty for this as he fires in. Here he goes. And he's still gonna hit. And what's crazy, why didn't it put the damage of these in there? Probably because it's not in the top part. Get it. The damage is 5, but here's the thing. Ship's weapons,
planetary scale.
Well, it's on planetary scale, so 1 wound is equal to 10 on personal scale.
Yeah.
Mama.
So as he's firing, you guys see the glow of the blasters. Like, Tizo, you can't really see out of this little vortex you've created, but you can hear the sounds, and and you see the glowing light and flare of all these turrets being blasted out as this Narglatch is completely incinerated, and the Talz is actually thrown from the creature and lands prone in the snow over here.
I thought you were about to say it's like the thing disintegrates and he just is like left hanging in midair like a cartoon.
Yeah, it's like, hey, what's going on here? That ends that.
Oh no!
That turn, and immediately you guys all notice nothing but fear around the whole group of Talz, as now there is a starship descending upon them, firing at them.
Doing 50 damage.
Yes, doing 50 damage a shot. And immediately, they all begin to flee. I'm going to move the Bastion out of the way because he's that massive ship in comparison to. So there's 1 range band. There's about 2 range bands there. Then on the following NPC's turn, these guys, they're like, I'm out of here. 2 range bands gets them to about there. The next NPC, that Talz gets up and immediately runs. Almost off the board. These other Talz make their way this way. And they're running in that location since they are blinded. The last Narglatch Talz, this one's a little stubborn. And he's going to try to stay steadfast here. And the Talz Hunter is actually, instead of the Narglatch attack, and the Hunter is going to attack at Yeska with its hunting spear and just like stab down as the Narglatch is reeling back in pain. He tries to bring the spear down to attack Yeska. So that's going to be 2 purple dice. Any difficulty dice on that, or any setback?
One black setback for my armored coat.
And I'm also going to do 2 additional setback because of the whirlwind that Tizo is creating next to the creature. Yeah. So there's that. And the hunting spear attack is coming at you. Oh!
Of course.
Still hits extensively. So that's 10.
Wow.
That's 10 soakable damage. So you take 10, then minus your soak and whatever special abilities you might have.
I'm going to use improved parry.
Yes.
So This is something that's fun. It says when parrying a hit that generated either a despair or 3 setbacks, you may hit attacker once with lightsaber, dealing base damage after original attack resolves.
So the 3 threat actually you strike, you get to strike. Nice. That is an awesome ability.
I have been waiting for that for ages. Let me see how much my parry is real quick. So I can reduce damage by 7 plus my soak of 3. So how much damage did you say?
10.
So I
you parry it all.
I take some more strain and I parry it all, and I, riposte.
Okay, here is the deal though. It's still a success, and there's still a triumph there. So even though you didn't technically take any damage, the attack still technically hits you. It's just you had the constitution and the fortitude to be able to just withstand it, even through your it's just like it didn't. It's like
the spear. It's like the spear like stuck in my shoulder, but it's like now I'm connected to him.
But I'm going to cash that triumph in as a critical injury against you. So you will have to roll a critical despite not taking any damage. So it'll just be if you don't have any.
You get your hand cut off. 100%, you're gonna lose a hand on this.
You lose more body parts.
Again, not again. Okay, I've already got an offset of 20 because I'm blind.
Really?
Wait, what?
Well, it's like I'm looking at my critical injuries. I'm looking at my critical injuries, but it still says I have an offset.
You shouldn't have an offset.
You probably typed one in and it's still in the field.
Yeah, just delete it
Maybe.
out.
How many critical injuries do you have now?
0.
Oh yeah. So you don't have an offset. It should just be a standard crit.
Okay. I was just looking at what my sheet was saying.
Sure.
All right. So it's time to roll a critical.
Roll critical. Distracted.
Cannot perform free maneuver on next turn. Yeah, I got a spear stuck in my jacket.
I think part of it is now you're just so focused on trying to visualize what's happening, like taking a mental picture because your sight just disappeared on you, that you're just distracted and focusing on this one entity in front of you. So all right, and you get to make your free attack. Against, this would be the Talz Hunter.
Yeah.
So that means it's just 2 purple dice.
2 purple dice, and I get my normal 2 black setback for being blind.
Well, it's 2 upgrades, I think. I think you have to upgrade twice. So instead of 2 purple, it ends up being 2 reds.
I get you. Okay. And I'm gonna go ahead and use a destiny point if that's all right with everybody.
You know what? Here's what I'm gonna do. Technically, it's not the end of the round yet. Do you know? Does your force power end at the end of your turn on the 3rd round, or does it end at the 3rd round?
I guess it ends at the 3rd round. Because it specifies minutes used or rounds played.
So we have not completed a round yet. So you technically still can see for this attack.
Humble and merciful.
Okay.
Yeah, because we're at the last NPC turn of this round.
Humble and merciful. I'm still gonna use a point.
All right, you got it.
And give myself an upgrade. All right, so. Here comes a lightsaber slash.
Oh, heavens.
Oh, my stars. Oh, jamais.
Okay, well, 10 unsoakable damage is taken. It doesn't kill him. But he is very, very badly injured as you slice across his chest. Actually, he drove the spear down into your shoulder. You parried most of it. You got just so focused and distracted on him, and you just immediately just take the sword with a nice flourish, just come back up, give him a good diagonal slash up through his midsection. What do you want to do with that that triumph.
Can I use it?
You can critical
to disarm him.
I believe you can. Yes.
So I the same maneuver Sun Diem that I used against the big nasty last time. I can use a triumph or 2 advantage with a successful lightsaber check to disarm the opponent.
All right.
So I just want to take off his spear.
I mean, if you wanted to, his arm is extended, so you could technically disarm. Yeah. Because it would a lightsaber would be like a warm butter knife, through butter. Yep, there it is. You just hear this terrible cry out in pain as the arm goes flying up through the air. The spear still in the grip of the hand as it swings up through the air and then lands down into the soft snow.
It flips, and then it's like the spear sticks in the snow, but the hand is like frozen to it.
It's frozen to it. Yes, I love it. You do take a point of strain. You do take a point of strain on that attack with the threat. So I'm going to put the threat as another point of strain as you're just so focused, and it's a stressful situation for you in the midst of this combat. It appears to you as you're about to lose your sight, it appears to you that this Talz, seeing you, having trouble, but seeing that there is some sort of source of a mass gunnery, something is happening in the midst of not being able to see. It doesn't seem like this creature is going to stick around for too much longer, as my Adobe Flash player just all of a sudden decides that it wants to update. No, we're not going to do that.
Of course.
I thought it wasn't supported anymore.
I think that might be what it's telling me. It's probably telling me I need to take it off of my computer. But anyway, you're not getting the threat that this guy wants to stick around to fight any longer, but technically it's the top of the 4th round. So it's up to you guys.
Can I go just really quick and what is it to jam a stem into
just clothesline
a friend?
Jam a stem into a friend.
What is that? Is that a maneuver action?
It counts as a maneuver. But here's the thing. I was rereading the rules.
Okay.
You can go negative numbers in this game.
Oh.
So since you're sitting at 19 out of 12 right now, Dran,
a stim can't get me back.
A stim will heal you, but until you break your threshold, you will still remain unconscious until you can heal up to your threshold.
Well, so Pizza wouldn't know how weak you are.
Yeah, he probably wouldn't know.
Hit you with a stem.
All right.
So I take out my last stem and stab him, I guess, in the chest with a stem. And I don't know if you've had any stem this.
Have you had a stem during this day?
I think I have. I don't think I have.
So
no, I always the healer, never the healed.
So that would take you to right now. You'd be sitting at 14 out of 19 or out of 12, I believe. Okay. So you're still unconscious. You're still unconscious, but you're not as injured as you used to be.
Wake up!
You technically still have an action or a bonus maneuver.
Yeah, since that was just a maneuver, I am going to attack the rider, seeing that he's still attacking Yeska.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
What a turd.
So, still 2 purple, 1 black?
2 purple, 1 black. That's right. Well, actually, you know what? I'm gonna take the black die away because now you're not like swarming things up and causing such of a disturbance with the snow. Not a disturbance with the force, a disturbance with the snow.
It gets everywhere.
What is going on tonight, Tizo?
Right
what is going on?
Oh no!
This has not been a good encounter for me whatsoever. Yeah. I'm gonna heal a strain.
Heal a strain, you got it.
In all meditation, it was up. Those last 2 things would have hit.
Any PC can go. If any PC would like to.
I kind of want to take a last swipe at this Joker, this one-armed Joker.
Okay.
This guy's made some enemies here.
So it's 2 purples, and now it's 2 upgraded. to that, right?
Yeah, because technically now you would be back to you just the darkness.
If he's running away, does that mean that he's disengaged from?
No,
Tizo?
there's not really like it's
Okay.
based on positioning.
Just thought I checked.
Yeah,
That's okay. Just thought I checked. So yeah.
Oh.
So
Again, battle meditation. What a hit.
you miss as well, but you have 2 advantages that you can expend.
I'm gonna heal some strain.
This poor Talz, last ditch effort to survive is just like with one
just
arm, just
blindly,
all these lightsabers singing by him.
I got him. How many strain can I heal? Can I heal 2 strain?
You can heal 2 strain with 2 advantage. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Was that real?
Yeah, Jessica's camera just like freaked out for a second.
Oh,
It was wild.
I missed it.
It was like the Shadowrun videos that
Yeska, you still technically have a maneuver if you'd like to use it.
I'm gonna just kind of stumble my way over to the good doctor.
Okay.
And just kind of get down and check and see why he's not moving.
There's green
Because
blood.
I noticed.
Oh, you can't see.
I noticed that he was down, but I have no idea why.
Okay. Yeah, you make your way over. You think you got an idea where he is. You bump Tizo. You can hear his lightsaber.
I walk and then I trip over him.
And then you trip over Duran. Yeah, it's like... yeah. You kind of crawl over to Duran a little bit.
Doctor.
He's cold. You can feel he's cold and
like he's always cold.
True.
I grab him by his vestments and shake him a little bit.
Shaking. Duran just wobbling around in the snow while Tizo spins his double-bladed lightsaber above his head, frustratedly.
Tizo, he's like a limp fish.
Yes, he got hit by a whole bunch of spears, and this animal.
The NPC goes.
So that's my turn.
The Talz gets off of the Narglatch, detaches his knife from a little kind of scabbard thing that he's out up to the side. With his one good arm, raises the knife into the air, and then just drives it down in the icy ground in front of him. And then just holds the wound of the arm and gets down on his knees and bows his head. And as you guys see him do that, you notice some of the other ones that have been running away turn around, and they all do the same thing with their weapons. They the ones that have spears drive their spears down into the ground and then just kneel down and bow their heads, as it seems like they are surrendering. Technically, there's 2 PC turns left.
Not just the men, but the women and the children.
So all the ones closest to me have bowed, right?
Yeah. Pretty much everybody here on this map has disarmed themselves and are now on their knees.
Kowtowing.
They're not like prostrating, like worshiping you guys. But they're trying to say like, hey, you guys are going to we don't want any more losses here.
Right. I'm gonna use my jetpack because I don't know what they've done or haven't done, so I'm also gonna go stim Duran because I see him down.
Okay. And I'm Raven, you can go ahead and do that, and I'm gonna take us out of encounter because Cad can also see what's happening, and he isn't going to attack. So I'm just gonna go ahead and remove our turns.
And that stim would bring me back.
Oh, Tran, back to consciousness.
Yeah.
There you are.
Where are
Off all the snow.
Yeah.
Teaser just kind of falls to one knee, deactivates his lightsaber, and he's just trying to catch his breath, basically.
Yeah, you boys catch a breath. Jessica, do you mind if I borrow your lightsaber for a minute? I'll be right back.
No, please take care of it. And I give her my lightsaber. I turn it off and give it to her. I don't want her to. Don't run with scissors. Don't run with lightsabers, kids.
Yes, don't fly with lightsabers. It's not a good idea.
Lightsaber
Don't fly with
scissors.
kids. Hey,
Oh,
all you Twitch kids out there, don't run with your lightsaber scissors. It's a bad idea.
Bad idea. So I'm gonna go fly over to the cage and cut a hole for him to come into my arms, and I'll fly him to the side so I can know where the hell these kids are.
Oh, perfect. Yeah. You bring him down from the cage and set him down over there by where you guys are located. You see the Bastion starting to lower its landing gear, and Cad seems to be bringing the Bastion down slowly, and you watch as the suspension of the landing gear kind of bounces a little bit as it makes its impact onto the snowy ground. Some of the snow is kind of, clouded and dusted up around you guys as he does so, but you can hear the engines now powering down, and he is getting ready to join you all as well. And the Talz are all just sitting there, the one that has no arm he's kind of just sitting there bowing down towards you guys.
Raven, does that Mandalorian there, does he know how to tell them to bring us the children?
I look at him. Does he?
Cad makes his way out of the vessel and approaches you all.
Oh, I was asking the Mandalorian that's all messed up.
Oh, the Mandalorian. He is shivering. His flesh looks a little bluish. He looks like he's probably in the severe stages of hypothermia and needs severe medical attention.
We'll take off my thermal cloak and hand it to him.
I'm gonna get him.
Don't worry, I'm a doctor.
I'm gonna get him to sit in the ship. You are also going to come, boys. Help!
Don't worry, I'm a
I'm gonna get Dran and this hypothermic guy into the ship to sit down and warm up in the heated seats or whatever.
Yeah.
And try and get him to.
Ooh.
Yeah, Cad actually.
We do have heated seats.
Cad sees you.
That's canon now.
Cad sees you picking this man up, and Cad rushes towards you and takes the other arm of this guy, throws it over his shoulder, and you guys both start to just carry his limp. He's just dragging his legs through the snow as you guys are just pulling him towards the Bastion.
I'll crawl behind.
Crawl behind again.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'll help Dran. Raven, you deal with this. I'm going to go sit down also.
Yeah, you.
And I helped Dran over my shoulder, but then also I'm kind of stumbling.
Yeah. Tizo, you look like crap. You look terrible.
Yeah, look who's talking, buddy.
Everyone's
And on the back of Tizo's shoulder, and I'm like, the three of you can make it. I believe in you.
Oh. I was about to say, if everyone's leaving me, I'm going to attempt one more time to use my translator to talk to these guys.
Okay.
No, I'm getting the three of you on the ship. I'm gonna try and deal with these people.
Yeah,
Okay.
Cad, as he approaches and you guys start dragging this man, Cad's like, oh gosh, I know this guy. It's Druid. Yeah, he's been doing this kind of stuff for years. He looks in pretty bad shape.
They have all the children. We have to find them.
So yeah, we need to get them back.
Yeah.
Look, once we get the comms back up, I can call in for a medevac. It might
do that.
It might take a little time, but we got to get these comms going. Right now, they're frozen.
I know.
How do we
I don't suppose
unfreeze?
you know how to communicate with them, do you?
Unfortunately,
It's fine. I'll figure it out.
I mean, I might
Just
know how to
get
say
the comms
hello.
That's fine. I don't need it.
Where is the restroom?
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be honest, it's a really tough dialect to be able to even speak with, the vocal cords that I have. I mean, it's just difficult.
I need carrots.
They bring you 4 baskets full of carrots. They dump them out.
Space carrots.
So who?
Alright,
so you guys are getting on the ship. Who was staying outside? Was that Raven and Yeska?
Yeah.
Okay. The rest of you are going inside to be warmed.
In the ship. And I'm gonna, while we get in there, I'm gonna be like climbing around on the seats, like hanging over it, trying to do some emergency first aid.
Okay. Okay. So we're gonna need some medicine checks then, or some healing checks there.
Okay.
Now,
First one is for the guy that's freezing. I just want to try to like make sure he's not gonna lose any limbs. Make sure he's not gonna like, I'm doing like mitigative care.
Sure. He is badly injured, so that's going to be a hard check. So it's going to be 3 purple dice. And because of his current condition, there's the hypothermia that's set in, and it adds 2 setback to the check.
I might break a finger on.
I do have 1 stim left if you absolutely need it for anybody. And I will leave it in his hands.
Thank you.
Okay.
Blast him.
Alright, I'm gonna try to get this guy. Oh, forcing the wheel. Okay, go. Interesting. Okay.
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 So 2 successes means successful medicine check. You patch them up a good bit. You start with those you start with some of the wounds that look like they've been the most troublesome, and you start patching up those wounds a little bit. Start to put some wrappings on those. You also spend some time just maybe pulling out some extra clothing or things that you guys have had on your person, or whether that they were stored in the bastion or something like that, and start just kind of piling these on like blankets to help warm his body temperature on top of the heated seats of the wonderful bastion. 2 threat. What could the 2 threat be on this?
They're great for keeping pizzas warm.
How many uses are left on that med pack of yours?
It's not really use based unless that I'm aware of. It's more just need access to. Unless we want to say that it is now.
I'm gonna say the threat on this basically means that this is probably all the medical attention you're gonna be able to provide him here.
Gotcha.
He's going to need some kind of clean facility.
Yeah. Not the cockpit of a
of a small ship, yes.
Yeah. Tizo, on the other hand, I bet he's fine. Here, come here.
Are you going to make a medical check on Tizo as well?
I am going to attempt to... I think Tizo's an average difficulty, right?
Are you over half of your wound threshold, Tizo?
I'm 9 of 13.
Yeah, so I think that means it is going to be 2 purple, I believe.
Now, my med pack once per day or whatever can generate a free stim, so without even using Ravens, I will pull out my stim and get him.
Oh, there we go.
Like, it just makes the stim inside of itself and just pops it up?
Essentially, yeah.
This is my 3rd stim for the day, though, so I only gain 2 HP back. So.
What would be 3, right?
Oh, okay.
Your 3rd stim? First one is 5, second one is 4.
Oh, I guess we are basically 8.
Correct.
So 3 wounds will be healed from that stim. So that'll bring you under half, right? So that means that I believe it's...
Then I medicine him.
1 purple, yeah.
Jeez.
That's 4 wounds and up to 5 strain.
Oh!
I mean, that heals my strain completely, and I'm at 2 wounds left, so...
It's that bedside manner coming through again.
Yeah.
Dr. Dran at his finest.
Thank you, Doctor. I feel a lot better.
Thanks for carrying my heavy self-move in here.
He ain't heavy. He's my brother.
Would you like me to take a look at you? No?
Sure, if you don't mind.
Sure.
Hand him my med pack.
Oh, I have one.
Okay. I'm sure you keep it in great shape.
Sure.
Use it all the time.
Yeah.
It's like expired.
So a med pack has 1 automatic stim in it. Is that what it does? Or does it generate 1 stim per day?
I believe that's the one from the Rebellion Handbook does.
So there's a stim provided.
I've already used that 1 stim. I
Yeah.
think.
From your med pack? Okay.
Yeah, from earlier when I healed Dran with it. So
Okay. So you're going to go for healing against Dran. Dran is pretty
Like a proper
injured.
med check. Yeah, I'm
Uh-huh.
at the
can't make this worse.
more than
right?
half. I'm more than half.
More than half.
Well,
Yeah.
Be two
In medical terms, he's hella hurt.
yeah.
It's going to be
that's the technical term.
two purple will be the difficulty on this.
I think the pack gives a boost, right?
The pack does give you a boost.
I didn't. Oh,
Yep.
sweet. Okay.
Yep, med pack does give you a boost.
Well, here we go. Hi. There's a strain for everybody.
You know, so there's a strain healed.
All right. I see you're getting very good at organizing your med pack. I'm very impressed.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I didn't think this bandage already had some blood on it, so I thought it probably wasn't the best to use on you. So
Thanks.
I'm just gonna throw this away.
He just gave him like a saline injection by accident.
So that while that is taking place within the ship, the other two, you guys are outside. What would you like to do in this situation?
I'm going over to the.
I'd like to get my lightsaber back, please.
Oh, sorry. I already handed it back to you. I don't know if you heard me. I handed this back. There you are. Thank you.
Thank you.
And
And I'm gonna hold it, but I'm not gonna ignite it.
All
Okay.
right. I will lead him with me over to, I guess, the de facto armless leader.
Okay, sure.
Oh, I guess that's this guy.
It's the guy next to the Narglax there, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, you guys approach. He doesn't look up. Just sits there, knife in the ground. Looks very defeated.
Can you put the word children or child into that translator?
Certainly. I take out my translator and
I'm going to
Aye.
draw like the little people like we did in the beginning of this interaction. I don't know if he saw, but I'm going to make like small little figures. And I'm circling them.
Okay.
what's my difficulty pool for?
This is going to be very easy. It's going to be a purple. One purple.
What could possibly go wrong?
And because
And it's,
because they
upgraded
here,
twice.
I'm gonna because they are surrendering, you get 2 free blue boosts as well.
Awesome. So that's 1 purple upgraded twice because of my blindness. Because I don't have the J and F keys with the little nubbins.
Button.
Yeah.
I may miss a couple of keys.
Right.
And what type of skill would you say this was?
Want to say probably
It's-
negotiation.
No, but I'm using my translator.
So the
So
intellect.
Computer.
would it be like lore?
Yeah, to
Or
make
lore.
language, you could use lore. Yeah. Okay. So, once again, you're just having a really hard time getting this translator to actually communicate what it is that you wanted to communicate. But in
I think it is Trandoshan.
It looks up at you, still defeated, very confused by the sounds that are coming out of this device that you have, and looks at Raven kind of drawing these things and pointing to the snow below, and looks up at Raven, looks over towards all those other Talz that are kneeled down, and starts to speak over towards them. And then you hear them kind of talking over there a little bit, and a group of them stand up slowly with their hands up like this, to show that they're not going for their weapons towards you. And they slowly start to walk back towards the little camp that they have set up down here.
I guess my translator worked. and I'll put it back in my pocket.
I'll do like a small bow to him, like almost like trying to say thank you
Okay.
for like starting something, and I'm gonna. Yes, sir. Do you want to stay here? You want to follow? I'm going to go find those children.
I don't want to be alone with him, so I will go with you.
All right.
Okay. So you guys start making your way over there. All the other Talz have just... They're in the same situation as the other guy. They're not moving. They're just on their knees. Weapons stuck into the ground ahead of them. Showing no sign of any threatening maneuver. They don't even make eye contact with you. They just look towards the snowy ground. It's almost like this is a huge... It's not just a... We're sad that we lost. We're also embarrassed kind of feeling that you're getting. Like, this is not a very prideful moment for them. You walk by all of them, and you can see they're already starting to pull individuals out of some of these crude-looking tents and tarps that they got set up with hides and bone and wood and rope and all those sorts of things. Look like definitely a very nomadic tribe, perhaps. These things look like they can be easily broken down, and based on the way they're covered in fur, they might not need them so much for the cold temperatures, but maybe just to keep the wind off of them, or just a place to go to sleep for safety and things like that. But they start bringing out what looks to be 16 to probably the oldest ones, about 20-year-old human men and women that are wearing patches and shards of what look to be Mandalorian armor. They are all they have all like collars that are crudely made out of twine, and they're kind of like pulling them all in kind of like a little line. And they're also getting the 8 Talz that they also have held hostage, and they're pulling them out as well in the same manner. And they're bringing them up to you. One of them just has the rope, but they're bringing them up to you with just their arms in the air like this. And they just basically set the ropes down before you both, and then they kneel back down and look towards the ground once again. And
Do any of them have a knife on them that I can just grab?
yeah, they're all stuck like in the ground, like in front of them. So if you wanted to pull one out, you could.
Grab one and start freeing the collars.
One of the girls, probably maybe 18-year-old girl, looks at you as you're cutting the ropes. You can see there's like a little bit of looks to be like a dried blood stain coming from the lip. Maybe a little bit of a raspberry wound on the top of the forehead. What happened?
Safe now.
And she just comes in and reaches and gives you the biggest hug.
Oh, okay.
It seems like
let her hug. I'm not gonna push her away. Raven's not like that. She'll let her hug her.
It doesn't look like they're super wounded. Maybe a couple of them got a punch or a slap to the face and things of that nature, but it doesn't look like they're as bad as the other guy was. You do see that there is another male Mandalorian who is probably in his late 30s. You get the idea he was probably the second guide that they said that went out with this group.
I'm gonna go over to him, and when I'm letting him go, is there anyone here that we're missing? Do we have everyone?
Drew, and they took him outside.
Have him. He's not doing great, but he's in our ship at the moment getting some medical care, but we need to get him back quickly.
Oh, please take me to see him, please.
Yeah, we will get you back there.
Oh, good.
But is this everybody? I need you to double check.
He looks around and he starts pointing. He looks a little hazy and a little tired.
Head count.
But he's going around. Yes, this is Ramus, Phelan. Yet, we have everyone. This is all of us. And he basically takes a couple of the kids, and starts kind of moving them towards this location where you can see the starship located over here.
You'll find him there.
Is it possible for us to like pack everyone in and still take off?
Probably
Is it a
not.
weight issue or is it just a seating issue?
There are only 4 seats, and there's no like.
Yeah, but
There's
No cargo.
But can we
no
just like
cargo hold on this ship.
can we just like pack everyone in around the seats?
Sit on laps.
Yeah, no seatbelts.
You could probably get.
With 8 additional people, that would be kind of.
You could probably
really tight
get.
fit.
You could probably get 3 people to like sit on the laps of the 3 people that aren't actively flying it. But that's still gonna take time. And Cad said that he could get med evac here,
Mm.
Yes.
and they do have
But I need to get the
ships that they could
Yeah,
bring.
I need to get the.
Okay.
So
Gotta get
yeah,
the
I'm
comms
just
in there.
I'm making sure that we're not missing anyone. Like I'm gonna stay back until each Mandalorian hostage goes towards the ship, and then I will start to follow.
Weren't there also young Talz hostages
Talz
as well?
as
So
well.
we have them as well.
I'm freeing them as well.
Yeah, there were
Okay.
16 total Mandalorian. We'll say children, but they're between the ages of 16 and 20, so younger
Youth.
Mandalorian
Teens,
youth.
yeah.
Teens.
There were the
Youths.
2 guides, basically, the ones that train these Mandalorians on their hunting excursions, and then there were 8 younger Talz as well that were out there with them. And so you've gathered all those individuals. You did a head count. Like I said, the only one that was really in bad shape was that Druin individual. The other one's just minor cuts, scrapes, bruises, things of that nature.
Mhm.
And eventually you guys hear Cad calling through as the snow and the wind start to lighten up a little bit. Cad's like, that's it. Comms are back up. The comms are up. I'm going to call for medevac immediately, and we'll get this thing all squared away. Anybody have any way of, I mean, does this ship have a way of pinging location?
Yes. It should.
Can anybody
They
send a
ping
ping?
to- Are my comms working yet?
Yeah, your comms are all starting to work.
Am I picking up our ship signature on my comms now?
She's probably Bluetooth to the ship. Yeah.
You are, but you would know that you probably have to get like somebody to like run the computers to send out one that's a little bit wider range.
All right. Doctor, how you feeling?
I
Hmm. Do you think you can run some computer
Healed them
vi-
up really well.
yeah,
Yeah. Great. Well done, Tizo.
Doctor too.
Doctor 2.0.
Much of a doctor as I am. Anyway, where's this computer?
Physician's assistant.
This is going to be just an average 2 purple check, Dran, to just a computer's check. Sure.
Success and 2 advantage.
There you go. So I'll say with the 2 advantage, if you want, I'll say that it takes some of the time off of what this will take to do a medevac.
Yeah,
here.
we'll warn him about like the tailwinds and stuff, like how to, you know.
Absolutely. Perfect. And basically within a short time frame, as you guys are standing around here, the Talz have, while you guys are here now, they are on their knees, the warrior ones are. You notice the ones in the camp are just kind of standing around watching, but you notice that they're probably more so the women and children of the clan. You can see some smaller Talz like stand out there. They're all just standing perfectly still, just watching what's taking place. They're like
I'll go
witnessing
with
this.
Lita. I'll go with the leader while we're waiting, and kind of like get his attention to look at me,
Okay.
and just kind of wildly gesture and tell him to go back home. Go.
Okay. Make a is persuasion a skill in this game, or is it just negotiation? I can't remember. Do you have
Probably just
persuasion on there?
negotiation. I don't have persuasion on here.
Okay.
No.
Just make a negotiation check.
What's the...
Because you don't, you're using hand gestures. Here's what I'll do. I'll still call it a hard check, so it's still 3 purple. but I'll add 1 boost for your hand gestures.
All right, sure.
Because he has no idea what you're saying, but you're pointing.
Can
Talk
I
louder.
like as
Yeah.
part of the boost? I'll like grab him by his shoulders and stand him up and face him towards the village and kind of give him a push.
Okay. Sure.
Nope, it doesn't help.
You
Roll initiative.
you pick up you pick him up and you turn him around and you push him and he immediately just falls back to his knees and looks to the ground. Like he goes back into his same position that he was in before.
That's not what I meant.
Like as if you were telling him to turn around and face the opposite direction.
That's valid.
No, face this way.
I'll try to do something similar. As I'll look at him. I'll point at him. I'll point at everybody else of him and motion walking, and just like say, "Go away," like that.
Wait.
So I'll try my own negotiation check,
Sure.
if that's okay.
Here's what I'm gonna do though. I'm gonna add, because she rolled 2 threat, I'm gonna add a setback to yours. Because
Okay.
he just really doesn't get it.
What is my difficulty on this? 3?
It's 3 purple because you can't speak their language. So
And 2 upgrades.
This is fine.
Okay. Negotiate. This is fun. This is great. This is gonna work out just fine. Oh my lord.
It could have been worse.
okay, so it could have been a lot worse. But here's the thing: that advantage, what happens is one of the young Talz that you guys saved actually slowly walks up, seeing what you guys are trying to do. And looks at you guys, then looks at the other Talz that's there, and starts speaking Talz to the other Talz.
That's on me. I should have thought that through.
And,
Adults just don't understand.
and then the Talz with only 1 arm like picks himself up. He leaves his weapons, and they start to
Leave the
slowly,
arm. That's mine.
slowly walk back. The Narglatch kind of just slowly like it does that thing where it takes a few steps just watching both of you, and then slowly turns its gaze away as it huffs a little bit and follows that Talz. And slowly the other Talz start to stand to their feet, leaving their weapons in the ground, and all turn around and slowly walk back to their families within the camp.
Because
Then
that's
that-
all we're doing here is to do the same thing.
That young Talz just kind of puts an arm on the shoulder of Yeska.
Thank
Yes,
you.
good. Flinches at kind of unexpected hairy contact, and then he'll throw an arm around one.
Yeah, it's very fluffy, very furry. All right. Some time passes. Eventually, some ships start to descend down to where the ping was located from the Bastion. These ships set down. They're very similar to the one that Cad flies. They look like smaller shuttle-type ships. They're all assorted, though. It looks like they got them from different places. Looks like this is kind of like a makeshift, thrown-together armada that they have going on here of different spacecraft. And they set them down. They start to load the Mandalorian children. A lot of them, some of their parents are actually on the vessels that are doing the medevac and greet them with big hugs and start to pull them in close. You can see them immediately rush towards Druin, kind of take him and put him on one of the vessels so he doesn't bleed all throughout the Bastion for you guys. And they begin to go ahead and start the evacuation process. So it looks like they're going to have it covered. And it also looks like the Talz are taking their camp apart. while all this is taking place. It looks like they're ready to move on. So if there's anything you guys want to do in the meantime while this is happening, or you guys can tell me what you would like to do next.
We're late for an appointment, aren't we?
No, late for.
Yeah, I think we should get back to the
Yes.
Mandalorian camp.
Now that we know the children are safe, is good thing for us to live here.
Okay. So after like a few of the units have left, you guys also pile into the bastion and make your way out. And now that the storm has subsided a little bit, it's not quite as difficult to get the ship out of the mountains here and start making your way back towards Aramurat, which you guys know was their little base of this clan, Awod, here upon the planet.
And like as we're flying, it's like we're really kind of just like tired and quiet. And there's like this just kind of a like atmosphere of just exhaustion inside the bastion. And so like, but then like after a few minutes of that, like you'll hear Jessica kind of pipe up from the back. That actually was not so bad.
Yeah. It totally wasn't that bad. Yep.
You guys
We did
can...
get-
Oh, I'm sorry, Christy, you go ahead.
No, I was just saying we did find them, so
You guys
I'd say that's a
can,
win.
don't forget, at the end of an encounter, you can make that free, simple check to heal strain.
Oh yes.
If you're still suffering from some strain, you can go ahead and roll that and see if you think it's cool, or what do we say, discipline?
We always.
I need to write this down.
I think
Well,
it's
don't
this
know.
one. I think you're right.
This
I
is
think
something we
it's
should
good.
write down.
I think it's cool or discipline check.
Yeah.
With no purple
We need a
dice.
cheat
difficult.
sheet. Yeah.
Any success you roll is a successful healing of strain.
Cool.
Ooh, look at you guys. There's some successes going on in there.
We're some cool cats.
That's it.
Mhm.
I don't need to. I'm fine.
Oh yeah.
All right, you got it. You guys make your way back to that area where Cad had parked, because I think he flew his vessel as well whenever you guys got to the camp. And then you guys went on foot for a while, and then you told Cad to go get the bastion. So you guys basically, you guys make your way, leaving Cad there to help with the medevac. And you guys make your way back to Aramura. So in total, that took an extra hour to accomplish that. So you guys are sitting at 37 hours remaining until the impending attack from the Imperial forces. So we're down to 37. And as you make your way, you land and you notice that there some of the medevac ships that had left right before you guys they're also bringing these kids back. And you notice everybody is looking at you guys as you make your way back in, and some of them just start applauding. One of the Mandalorian warriors walks up to you, and yeah, basically does that. Kind of does like a fist over the heart.
Oh wow!
Towards all of you guys, and just gives you guys a quick bow and a glance, and then takes his helmet, kind of puts it back on, and goes to where it looks like a lot of these individuals are starting to group up. But as you get closer to the center of this town, there are a ton of Mandalorian soldiers gearing up and getting ready for something big. But they all take the time to stop and applaud as you guys start making your way into the town.
A little awkward.
So I guess we'll try to make our way to where the leader would be.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where Raven's beeline. Raven's beelining for like the central hub. of where our meeting was.
Yeah, I'll stick on her elbow. I'll go with her.
All right.
Yeah, same. I'm out of place here, so I'm just gonna stay with Raven.
Sure. You guys make your way.
I think it's best if we let the Mandalorian lead the way among the Mandalorians.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. You guys make your way to this larger domed structure that's in the center of this town, where it looks like a bunch of people are getting crates ready. It looks like they're getting equipment ready. It looks like somebody's packing blaster rifles and stuff into a metal storage container that is ready to be shipped off somewhere. Looks like they're getting ready for something. And you can see a very muscular, toned, built Mandalorian female standing at the entryway, wearing red and black armor. And she immediately makes eye contact, well, what she can make eye contact with, of Raven as you guys are approaching.
Visor contact.
Visor contact. Yes. She currently doesn't have her helmet on, but she has a very...
oh, okay.
She has long, dark hair that's pulled back into kind of like a ponytail. It looks like she has a few scars on her face, like she's seen some battle, but she doesn't look old. She looks younger. Probably your guess is late 20s. And you guys are approaching. You notice that she's standing there and she has a Beskar spear in her hand. And she's like standing there with it, and her helmet is kind of tucked under her arm. She has a brilliant like cape that almost comes down almost to the back of her shins, and the back of her, what's the back muscle called? Not your shin.
Calves?
Your calves. That's what I was looking for. Why couldn't I find it? It says words.
I don't know.
They elude me.
I thought you meant like the back muscles of your back.
Yeah, all those. Yeah. But yeah, she looks built. She looks strong.
I got so many abs that go around the sides.
So many abs. I got them on my back. They're all the way up here.
No.
She's super strong. Like, she looks like she's quite a warrior. And she looks at you and says, "You're the group that saved all those kids."
Yeah.
Hey, Cad and Tarok said that you needed to speak to me. Come on in. And she turns swiftly and just walks without even looking back, and you guys follow in behind. Our group has just followed Vera Baroya into a much larger domed-like structure here within their village. She leads you into what seems to be a smaller conference room. You see that there are about a half dozen other armored Mandalorians within this conference chamber. And they seem to be sitting on one side of a half-circular curved table that has seats on the back side of it, but it also has seats out in front. Vera kind of gestures towards the seats in the front, and you guys can, and she basically just gestures. She doesn't say anything. She just gestures toward there, and then she goes immediately behind this table and goes to the center part of the curve and sits down behind it. It's the center position. You recognize another individual at the table is Tarok, the guy that you drank with maybe a few hours ago.
He's like,
he drank and came back to work. That's it. But yeah, he's there. And as you guys are sitting down, you notice that rushing in, Cad Solus, actually returning from some of the medivac things that he was doing, actually makes his way into the chamber as well. Seems to be huffing and puffing a bit, as he's in quite a hurry. All the Mandalorians remove their helmets. They set them down on the table in front of. You do as well?
I do.
Okay.
Well, I was gonna put it in my lap, but if they put it on the table, I'll put it on the table.
Okay, you sit on the table. Cad takes off his helmet, sets it down, and looks to Vera. This is Raven and that gang I was talking to you about. They came here looking for some help, and they actually helped us pretty significantly. She looks back at him and says, "Yes, word travels fast in Armoret. I saw the medevac coming back, saw the relief and joy in a lot of our people." She looks back to all of you, and you've done a great deed for all of us today. For that, we were grateful. I've been talking business a lot the last few hours. I grow weary of it. So I like to get right to the point. What are you here for, and how can we help you?
Thank you for meeting with us. We are here on behalf of the Rebel Alliance that is stationed at the planet Zorn, and we know that you Mandalorians are no friends of the Empire, and so we have come here to ask for some aid in our defense of this planet against an Imperial attack.
You mean to stand your ground against the Empire? That's no small task.
We mean to give them a bloody good thrashing is what we mean to do.
Glory.
Hearing those words, she smiles a bit. She has a little bit of a chuckle, but she smiles. You can see there is an innate desire to fight within this woman. Like, she has the hunger for battle. And you seem to
I can hear it in her voice.
Yeah, you can hear it in her voice. You can tell. The rest of you, you just have that sense, and that even like you probably get a little bit of a, even the force kind of points you in that direction as you're just sitting there, not able to physically see, but you can tell.
I know. I grew up around military people. I know whenever I'm in the presence of another warrior, just like I know with my compatriots as well, is that we're all battlers.
So one
And
thing
I go, we know that you are busy. We know that you have your own fights. And so whatever aid that you can offer us will be greatly appreciated. And you would be in my personal debt.
What is the benefit? What is the greater benefit here? What? She seems to have is struggling around. What is the what benefits? You guys are standing tall, fighting against this force, but why? You know, that's kind of
If I may.
I understand. Oh yes, please. This is our rebel liaison, Dran.
You're with the Rebel Alliance.
I am indeed, but what I'll say is kind of special about this Zorn in particular is that they seem to be brilliant engineers. They're running quite an operation in terms of, outfitting ships and weapons. It's something that I admire greatly.
What outfits of ships does this include?
Well, if they are souping up our vessel a little bit, adding some pretty big weapons. Can't wait to play with them.
Really?
And I'd also wager that with enough finessing, I could hook you up with a couple of these. And I gesture at my jetpack. And I look at Cad specifically.
Cad, you can see he's looking at you. He looks back at her, looks back at you. And the side of his mouth that isn't facing Vera turns into a little bit of a smirk. Like he's just doing one-sided towards you.
You can also be helping people in need. Like we did today.
True. It is very difficult. We are currently in a deep situation. We are about ready to launch an attempt, assault against the, I always have trouble pronouncing this word. Kajidik? Did I pronounce that correctly?
Is that the
Can you
Hut?
It's the
type
Hut.
it?
The
Yeah,
Hut
type it out for
families.
us.
The Hut families.
Kajadix or whatever?
Kajidik. Is that how you pronounce
Yeah,
it?
I don't know. I don't know how to
Yeah,
pronounce it.
it's I struggle pronouncing it all the time because just the way it's spelled, it doesn't roll off my tongue very well. Kajidic. Kajidik. That is basically the crime families
Kajidik?
of the Huts. Yes.
Uh,
That's the term for they're all in these like the Huts have these families, crime families, and that's what they are. So she basically said they're getting ready to do this thing where they're facing off against these Huts.
Was that one that was looking for you, Cad?
He shrugs a little bit. Vera looks at him and smirks. Yeah, Cad has gotten himself into some trouble here recently. But
yeah, we've noticed.
but we've all been in that trouble before. We made some bad deals, let's say, in the past, and we're hoping that we can get out of those situations here soon. But Yeska, since you were taking the lead on this, I'm gonna have you make a social skill check, and I'm gonna say we're gonna base this off of probably negotiation with the way you worded things. I think that'll probably be
Okay.
the best skill unless you see otherwise. Do you see anything otherwise in what you said that would harbor a different, maybe charm? Because you're being truthful
I think
and
charm,
honest.
because
charm might work.
because I, trying to flatter and
Yeah, you are.
make a connection there.
We are kind of appealing to their emotions a little bit too, as far as like glory in battle and cool toys and stuff.
Saving children.
Yeah.
Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna add the saving. Here's what happens. Because you saved all those kids, you automatically upgrade your check once. There's that. With what Dran said, what Raven said, and what Tizo said, you add 3 boosts to your check.
Wow.
Unfortunately, on Vera, flattery doesn't work very well, so you put 1 setback for flattery. She's more of a let's just real talk, cut to the chase kind of person, so the flattery didn't work as well as you expected it to, but with the help of your friends...
It's okay. I like that in a woman.
And
He's gonna get married and stay here.
these are opposed checks, so let me see what her abilities are so you can see the difficulty of your check.
And I also would say that something we talked about off air is that I have an additional blue boost because I have a military uniform and background.
That's right. True.
Is that
so
correct? So that would be 4 blue boosts.
4
Are
blue
any of you
boosts.
like intimidating or anything? Was that a thing that we did or no?
Say again.
Here,
No,
what's
never
that?
mind. This might be unrelated. Never mind.
This is going to be the difficulty on this check is actually going to be 2 reds and 1 purple.
Whoa. Okie dokie.
So that'll be
All
your
right,
dice
you guys ready for this?
pool. You also do have destiny
got this,
points.
yes,
Oh,
You also do have destiny
Yeah,
points, I believe,
I-
if you want to use
trust
any of
your
those.
feelings.
I
It's
say
up
go
to
for
y'all.
it. I
Just
say do it.
just to give
You
you
really?
guys
Okay.
just to give you guys an idea what's ahead as well, because I'm gonna introduce some of the rules as well. There's gonna be this is like a skill challenge, so there's gonna be 3 checks that are made, and each one of them has a result that's going to affect the outcome of the aid that you receive from the Mandalorians based on these checks.
All right.
So Yeska's taken the first
So-
one for sure, and you can take multiples if you want, or you can pass them on to have other people like decide if they want to chime in on one of these checks.
Mm.
Do it.
I'm gonna be the first one. You guys think I should
I say
use
spend
a
it.
light side?
We
Or-
have 3,
Okay.
so we can use 1 for each one if we want. So
So you can upgrade it again, so you have 2 upgrades on this.
This is gonna be a monster roll.
come on, Yeska, you got it.
On.
Bucket of dice.
Oh my god.
Oh my stars.
Oh.
Out of all that, you rolled only 3 successes.
He didn't roll anything
I'm
on the
so-
red dice.
Yeah.
The
I
red
have
dice.
so many advantage.
Okay, here's what this means. Okay, this is pretty cool. So this first part is just basically convincing Vera that this is worth their time. And you've succeeded in that. So she looks at you. Oh. So here's the ruling on this. You can spend 3 advantages, which impresses her so much from you guys that the next social skill you make against her will be like the difficulty, like her ability, will be downgraded once.
Ooh.
So that can be what 3 advantages are spent on if you would like to do that.
Can we do that multiple times?
What happens if one has?
Unfortunately, no. You can only be done once.
What happens if one has 8 advantage?
Well, so we'll say 3 go to that, so you'll get a benefit on your next check. 1 advantage can be spent to encourage
Okay.
Cad Solus to personally go and help you guys. 1 advantage can be used to get Tarok to come out of retirement and come with you guys.
Jeez.
My
So-
drinking bud.
So with 5 advantages, you get a downgrade on your next check, you get Cad, and you get Tarok, as they both are very impressed with you, and Cad's like, man, I might get a jetpack out of this. But she looks at all of you and says, you
He's like, honestly, I do it for the jetpack.
That's what I'm saying.
Cad steps up and he's like, I've seen what this group can do personally. They're good people. I'm going to go with them. And then Tarok stands up, says, well, it's been a while. I'm ready to get the old helmet out again. I'm going too. I'm going to stop and get a drink before I go.
I'll join you.
And he kind of smiles, and Vera smiles as well. She's looking at all the rest, and she looks at all of them. I have a feeling a few of the parents of some of the young ones that you brought home today, they might be willing to attend as well, offer their aid. I think this is something that we need to invest in. Unfortunately, I won't be able to send too many, as most of our forces will be heading towards the huts. I can send 8 premier class warriors with you. 8 is probably good as
So that-
1 Mandalorian is
so
probably
that
good
means
as 100
at least-
stormtroopers easily.
I was about to say that means at least 800 dead troops already.
She smiles and says, "Yeah, we specialize in dwindling numbers, and you'll face a lot of them if the Empire's coming to attack. Because where they lack in their combat training, they gain in their numbers." And it appears that you guys have succeeded in getting a group of
Could-
these 8 Mandalorians.
Do they have a ship they can afford to send them in? Because we don't got a ship big enough for.
we run out of room.
We're out of room.
We do have vessels. We can send some
Wow.
of the smaller shuttles to get the troops where they belong. You don't need to worry about that.
Alright.
We are very grateful for your assistance. And I meant what I said. I am personally in your debt. If ever you need of us, you call me. And I will give her my personal comm information.
Okay. Yes.
Oh, it's
She,
the digit.
oh, getting the digits. Getting
Yeah.
the digits. Woo! Here we go. Way to go, Yeska. Smooth
Got
talker.
competition there.
She's smiling at all this and says, with what you did today, I consider you all my friends. I consider you all part of this clan. Even if your symbols, and she looks at the symbol of Clan Rook on Raven's shoulder, even if your symbols differ than ours, you are still
As with
welcome.
me. That goes both ways.
And I imagine we do one of those like warrior forearm
Yeah, there it is, yeah.
or the Predator 5.
Yeah. So if you ever want to get together and destroy others, I like that.
You want our first date to be blowing up a planet? Let's do this.
All right.
Competition.
Guys, do we want to get in on this Kajitic thing? Like, is this a thing we should be doing, or?
Maybe after we can swing by and mop up after.
She hears you say that and says that, unfortunately for you all, it seems that you are on a much shorter time frame than what we're planning.
Right.
Yours seems to be top priority for you, what you have going on. But perhaps once things have been settled and the dust is cleared from the battle,
Could head right over.
she looks at Yeska and says, I have personal comm information now. I know how I can get in touch with you. So, another question I have for all of you. We are a group of mercenaries. We do things that aid us in the long run. Is there anything else that you can offer us?
Is there anything you need right now?
I need starships. That is what I need.
We don't have a lot of those at the moment. But as John said, as soon as we're done, we will.
Okay.
Anything your guys take in the battle, they can keep.
That is true.
And this is just kind of like out of character. Like, are we willing to like
Talked about it.
sweeten the pot with Bastion? We talked about that a little bit.
We did talk about that, yeah.
There's a lot of value in it, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Perhaps
Plus we're gonna outfit it.
perhaps we could confer amongst ourselves for just one moment, please.
Absolutely. She just goes and starts talking to a couple of the
We-
other Mandalorians. She huddles. You guys
We
huddle.
huddle up. Yeah. Heck yeah, we huddle. So we huddle up. So, is it possible that we could donate Bastion to their cause? I mean, it's nice to have the two ships, but we don't really need it, and we can always get another ship.
We currently need it for our plan, but after, if it's still there,
We can have
then
it
sure.
after.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I mean.
we
As soon
could
as-
we could
We can
we
offer
could
it
make
up.
sure Cad and Tarak get it after.
I like that. I like that
Okay.
idea. Sure, Cad would appreciate that.
Doctor, what do you think?
I tend to agree with you.
All right.
Okay, hands in.
Hands in.
Like the wave.
You're the last
Like
one.
I put my hand in and take it out before anyone else does, because like
Second what?
And team, and we're all just standing there. Oh, okay.
You guys approach.
Lady Vera, we
Yes.
also would like to make a small contribution of our ship. We think that after the fighting that your Mandalorians will join us for is over, we will give our ship to you and to your fight against the Huts.
Let Cod take it home.
Very
Cat's-
nice ship too.
Cat
It has,
smiles.
Great sensors.
It has very good capabilities of going unnoticed.
It's only got
be very
maybe
useful.
15 parsecs on the meter.
Cad looks at Vera and says, "It is a very nice vessel. I had the opportunity to fly it myself. I think it would be a great addition to what we have so far." And Vera smiles and says, "That is
Of course,
something."
that is after we use it. We need it for our mission.
Yes, we need to get back.
Of course. So I'm going to say this is probably a negotiations check. Who would like to make this? Because you guys are negotiating a deal with these Mandalorians. Any takers?
I've got 4 greens for that.
Since you're all kind of involved, I'm going to let you guys pick who makes the check. Since you guys have been all kind of contributing.
I have 2 green.
I think it's 3 green.
I think it's
Looks like it's
Yeska
Yeska again. All right.
Yeska.
Yeska again for round
Blarney's
2.
his way through.
Okay, so
What's my
So the base difficulty on negotiation is, I believe it might be the
Mhm.
same for the difficulty. Let me check. No, negotiate is actually easier. It's 1 red, 2 purple, but you're also going to downgrade that check under the difficulty 1 because of your successes last time. There should be a downgrade place where you can
Yes.
downgrade. So you're going to take those 1
Downgrade
red,
1.
2 purple with 1 downgrade. I'm going to
Mhm.
say you get the 3 blue boost die for all the contributions from everybody else, because everybody else is helping you.
and my
Your
Military.
military.
check?
That definitely goes with this. And
Okay.
you get 1 automatic upgrade because you saved the kids. That goes for all social checks against her.
Way to roll.
Saving those kids was really important for this part, because it gives you
Yeah.
benefits that go through this part of the adventure.
All right. Any other things
I
on
would
that?
say use a destiny point too.
Yeah.
We have 3, or we have 2 of them now. So you have 1 more.
We're going
left.
for broke, y'all.
Yeah, go-
We have 1 more left for the next one.
Well, let's see how it
For
goes.
negotiation.
Oh, boy. All
Okay.
right.
Yeah.
All right. A success. Yes.
Oh, I forgot to upgrade. I used I clicked the point, but I forgot to click the upgrade option.
Okay. So we can-
I think since we said we would have used it, I feel like we can't get it back.
if you didn't upgrade
Yes.
it, then just don't worry about it. Just go ahead and add your. Well, I'd have to flip a dark side over to light side, right? And we can just say you didn't use it.
Well,
or,
I'm just saying. it's
Or
like-
you can
like-
upgrade and just re-roll. I'll let you do that, but there's a chance that
Reroll if you want.
if you want
Yeah.
to,
You also get some fails.
I'll leave it
I
up to
could
you.
do
You can
fails.
leave it as it is, and I'll put the destiny point back, or you can re-roll with the upgrade. I'll let you decide.
No, no.
What's the consent? What's the consensus?
I'm good with it. You succeeded, right?
Good with what we got. Success is a success.
That's a success.
Yeah.
Success is a success.
Okay, I think we'll keep this, and you're merciful, and we will get that point back.
All right. Yep. I flipped it back over to you, so you guys have 2 light back in your possession. You have succeeded, and she smiles and says, "Yeah, that ship will make a huge difference to us." Smiles at Cad and says, "I think I got somebody that's ready to be the pilot."
Why am I not surprised?
And then she's like, "I got a cousin over here. It's not you
Yeah.
guys."
It's over here. There we go.
Oh.
Can you talk to them for me? It's like, ouch, friend zoned.
Is there anything left that we need to discuss?
Well, I think Taraka and I need to have one more drink together before we leave.
I
He
didn't.
smiles and chuckles.
I don't suppose you have medical facilities. I kind of gesture it.
I'm like covered in blood. Like,
Raven, we have back at the rebel base. There's
I-
a medical center there.
Tim.
Oh,
Can
he'll
we
be fine until we get back there. I can patch him up again on the way. It's
Oh,
fine.
I look at her like, please help him. Just like clean him up, patch a little bit.
Raven, I'm going to let you make the last skill check of this encounter. It's going to be, since you were the one who brought it up, I'm going to have you roll negotiation.
All right.
You automatically get 3 blue boosts because your teammates are helping you.
heavy weapons for that.
Can you use heavy weapons for that check?
Negotiation check.
So
We need a doctor.
the issue here is that most of their medical equipment is being loaded up, and they're taking it with them just in case they need it. So that's where the issue is here.
She's not asking for like heavy duty like crit injuries. She just wants maybe a few wound, like a few points.
Sure.
24 hours in a back to tank would be pretty good.
Go ahead and the difficulty on this is going to be 1 red, 2 purple, but you have an automatic upgrade to your check because of saving the kids.
Yep.
You have those 3 blue boosts. Is there anything else that you have left over from any of the encounters that you were in? Do you have any boosts left that you could apply to this?
I don't.
Do you get any social boosts because you're a Mando?
Do I get a social boost because I'm a Mando?
Yeah,
Probably
you know
not,
what?
because they're not.
They're not the same clan, but they've earned some respect, and you're the only... Yeah, I would say go ahead and give yourself a boost for that. And if you'd like to spend a destiny point and upgrade, you may do that as well.
I will do that because she is not very good at negotiation.
You pass her a challenge coin.
Yeah. If she likes me. You like me or not?
We need to get some Probo challenge coins. That'd be awesome.
I'll be able to do that.
You like me or not? Nah.
You know, as much as I would like to offer that kind of medical aid, the most I could do would probably be a few stim packs.
That's more than enough.
Cad, see to it that this is done. And she looks over at Cad, and Cad kind of nods his head, and Cad starts to head out, and she looks towards Cad. Cad, wait. Stop by the barrack facility. Pick yourself up a pack. And he looks at her, and he's like, what? It's like, there's going to be hundreds of stormtroopers there. Any advantage you have over them, you're going to need it. Pick it up before you go.
Oh, he upgraded, boy.
Level up, Cad! And you can see as he kind of bows, and he's kind of holding his composure together, and as he's walking out, you can see there's this extra bounce in his step as he moves to go get your stim packs, and he leaves the small conference chamber.
Fantastic.
So, I believe this group will be probably ready to move out in minutes.
Perfect.
Most of us
I
are already
guess
packed to go anyway.
I join Tarok, and we both go strike a blow for liberty.
Yep.
Before,
just
before
go.
we head out.
You get one for the road. You can see Tarok is, he's like that really muscular. He's really muscular, but he's also a little bit heavier set. Like it's strange. Like he has this heavy set muscular guy look to him. Like he's definitely been a little bit out of practice and out of working out a little bit. But he's got his Mandalorian armor, and he can still kind of like barely squeeze into this stuff. But seems like you don't want to get into a fist fight with this guy, or he's gonna pound you.
Exactly.
Yeah, old Boba.
Like old Boba.
That's right. And a little bit like old Boba. That's right.
I know that Tamura Morrison will probably never watch this, but Tamura, if you're out there, you're amazing.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. And she stands up. The rest of the Mandalorians stand up, and she's like, "Thank you all once again. We do appreciate everything you've done in these few hours that you've been here. Hopefully that our warriors will serve you well."
And we will probably see you soon then.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I have to deliver the ship to you.
We'll be eagerly awaiting. And she kind of gestures on. Tizo shrugs. And she just kind of gestures to Tarek. Tarek's like, let's go get our drink. Pats Yesko on the shoulder, and I assume you guys exit out unless anybody has anything else they would like to say. We're leaving.
Not yet.
Okay.
Raven tends to come back here.
Okay. Sure. So you guys make your way out into the craziness. It seems like a lot of ships are being packed up. People are getting armored up and ready to go. Weapons are being stored. Cad approaches you. He has a jetpack attached to his back. And he basically hands you 2 stim packs, Raven. And says, unfortunately, This is all that we were able to muster.
That's more than enough for now.
And I just wanted to say, I'm sorry about the whole thing in the spaceport.
It's fine. I'd say we're pretty even now, don't you?
I'd say so. I'm not the best at first impressions. Never really been.
Nor I. It's not really our thing.
I've never been good at it. I'm trying to get better, but I guess that was a pitiful attempt.
Well. Were you like a felon?
I'm not. I'm a felon against.
Like, what was that about?
The Hutts, the crime syndicates. They.
Oh.
Yeah, they.
So you pissed off the felons, is what you're telling me.
I had to get repairs done to my ship. They repaired my ship. I told them I'd pay them back. Listen, they put a ridiculous amount of interest on that. I'm never going to be able to pay it back.
Yeah, that's how they get you.
Yeah, they got me.
It's better to go to legit mechanics.
Well, hopefully we can put all this nonsense to rest and won't have to worry about it anymore in the future. But I'm glad to be tagging along with all of you. I have no love for the Empire, that's for sure.
Yeah. We appreciate you coming. Thanks for backing us up in there.
Not a problem. Like I said, I've seen what you all can do. Looks at Duran is like, are you still bleeding?
Yeah, it's
It's okay. Get back to the ship.
Look, he takes his hand away, starts seeping again.
I will calm
Tis
Cad
but a scratch.
and go where we need to meet up for his side of things. And I start following them back to the ship.
Ran. Come on.
Okay, just point me where to go.
So you guys make your way. As you start to leave, though, 8 Talz do like a half circle around you guys, kind of blocking your path.
No.
One of
We get
them.
shanked.
Immediately, they rob you and take all your stuff.
Not again.
Not again.
No, they stand there, and all but one of them goes to one knee. And one of them takes one step closer to you, Raven. Takes a knife out of a scabbard. It looks like it's made from like ivory, the handle. It's like carved from bone. And it has this nice blade on it. And he holds it out towards you with the handle towards you. And Tarok coming up behind. They offer their services. They want to help you.
Oh.
What?
These 8 Talz volunteers are stepping forward to your cause.
Oh.
He wants you to take the blade as a token of his trust and his willingness to lay down his life to help you.
All right. I will take the blade.
You take the blade,
And,
and immediately then he goes down to one knee. And then they all stand together. Kind of almost at attention, looking towards you. And then Tarok looks at you, Raven's like, listen, I can communicate with them a little bit. I can get them to the ships that they need to be boarding.
All right.
And he gestures towards them, and you see Tarok kind of lead them all in the direction.
I like gesture and be like, he's me for now.
You're like pointing in that direction. They all kind of like look, and Tarek's just like, he leads them off.
Translate, please. I'm not good at this.
That was also the second benefit for saving the children, since you saved the Talz children as well. You also get a group of them with your aid. So you don't only have 8 Mandalorian warriors, you also have 8 Talz that are coming along as well. Mm-hmm.
Cool. And they've been training with the Mandos, so that's like
They have. Mm-hmm.
solid.
Nice.
Cool.
And you guys make your way, dragging injured Duran down the hill to the bastion.
Is this blade like ceremonial? Like it's like more for show, I'm assuming?
It does look like it can be used.
It can be used?
Yeah.
Alright.
It's basically an ivory
combat
blade. I
knife,
can. Yeah, it's like a combat blade. Yeah. I
I imagine, like, for these people, like, nothing would be unusable.
Yeah,
That's true.
they seem to salvage a lot of
they,
their
they
equipment.
seem practical.
Yeah.
Alright.
You get an idea. It was not only used; it was probably used for maybe like gutting and like skinning animals and things of that nature. Like this isn't their primary weapon, but it's a useful
But it
tool.
can cut.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's sharp. Gotcha.
It will kill.
Cool. Cool. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. I'll get you the stats to that too, so if you wanted to ever use it, you'd have it.
Yeah, maybe.
All right.
Could be useful.
So, negotiations, that whole scene right there as it played out, and getting yourselves organized, getting all this stuff situated, takes an hour. So that means you guys are down to 36 hours, I believe it is.
And how long will it take us to get home? Or not home, but back to Zorn?
It depends. You have 2 choices you could make from here. You could go back to Zorn for a while, or you could go talk to the Zygarian slavers on Koak. It takes 3 hours to get to Koak from here. It takes 5 hours to get to Zorn from here. So you also got to, contribute travel time as well in what you're thinking about doing.
Is the slavers' place, is it beyond where we are, or is it in between?
It's in
us
between.
and
Stops
Zorn?
on the way.
It's a stop on the way home. Yeah.
Okay.
Not home. Zorn.
What's their slavers' deal again?
Well,
It's been like 3 months since we talked about them.
they take people and they enslave them.
They're not. They're
So
they're
please
very.
explain to me the economy of slavery.
They're very shady, and they probably. It's going to be a shot in the dark to get help from them, but what the pirate told you was there's not a lot of others around here. It may be worth a shot.
I'll tell you right now, I'm opposed to this option. I don't think we should even
I'm also opposed to this
attempt that.
but
Yes, these pirates do not seem like honorable people. We have all of these strong Mando and Talz warriors.
One thing that you would have.
Plus we are a little bit hurt, and so I don't know if we need to risk ourselves even more before the battle.
One thing you would have known that the pirate would have told you is the benefit of the Zygarians is they have starships. Which is the benefit over the Mandalorians, who don't really have the spacecraft, but the battle, the battle forces and the training. Whereas the Zygarians are going to have stuff that can do things in orbit, in space. So that's the benefit of having them as an ally.
I've worked with worse.
That, and they also
That's
have more
tough
money.
because-
They're rich.
right. Tough because we don't know who they'd send and if they were even willing to go die for our cause. Like, we're literally forcing people.
That's it. He said
If
it would
we
be.
Yes,
It
there is a
would be
difference between
difficult.
fighting for honor or for a cause or fighting for money. I don't know. I do not feel comfortable with the pirates.
Even with the money they have in the starships, I just don't think it's worth us asking people like that for aid.
We could steal a ship from them.
That's more viable. I'm more open to that. Stealing from slavers, I'm down for that. But
In reality, is one more ship going
Covered
to
in
help
blood,
that
yeah.
much?
also, we're tired. We're hurt.
We're hurt.
Like,
I mean, we could do a thing where we go and sneak in and steal something, and they chase after us, and oh no,
Right.
they accidentally run into the Empire. What do they
but
do?
that
They
would
fight.
need to be timed.
That's a long
You're a
shot.
madman.
Yeah.
I love it.
It would need.
But that is only just one possible plan. We
They
need to
say
have
how the
something more
chiss is
concrete.
true.
Master strategist, yes, I know. I think we'll be best served by getting ourselves back to Zorn,
I agree.
making sure the defenses of the planet are ready, and making sure that our plan of sneaking on board the ship, possibly disabling it and rescuing the rebel ally, that our plan for that is well formed.
Yeah, I agree.
I believe so too. Plus, healing some of these wounds would be nice.
Yeah.
They have
Oh
medical.
yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, you're hurt.
I'm a little
Yes,
hurt. We're all a little hurt.
quite sore.
What to do some space yoga?
I will. I will set course back to Zorn then.
Back to Zorn? Okay. Are you telling the Mandalorians and the Talz to head to Zorn as well? They're just gonna go.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Sure. Yeah, you
Yes.
guys can
Follow our coordinates.
easily enough. Dran can easily patch over the coordinates over to their space vessels, which will be able to make the hyper jump and make their way to Zorn. So, you guys, a quick hop back to Zorn. Unfortunately, that cost you 5 hours on your time limit. So, From the 36, we are down to 31 hours until the attack. As you guys make your way back to the planet Zorn. Here, I'll take you guys back over to the Zorn landscape there. We'll just take you right to the foundry. I'll put you guys there. You guys can remember the foundry that you guys were at before. Switch on there too, so they can...
Right.
I better stop the snowfall on that map. That'd be a little weird.
It's ash. It's not snow, it's ash.
It's ash, yeah, that's right. So you guys make your way back.
So is that we're up there at the
we'll just do the
top.
The quick swipe
Right,
as you guys
yeah.
make your way back. Did anyone want to try and heal? Here's a thing that I read up on about critical injuries. You can heal. Before I interpreted the rules a little bit wrong, I think, in our previous ones. You can attempt to heal each critical injury in a week.
Oh.
So if you
each one
have,
gets the trophy.
yeah, if you have 2 critical injuries, you can make 2 checks to see if you can heal them, but you have to target, like, you have to pick a specific one because some of them have different difficulty levels.
Yep.
But the good thing about
Right.
that is if you roll a triumph, you can heal more than one. If you roll triumphs on your checks to heal critical injuries. So as you guys make your way, if anybody would like to attempt to heal from a critical injury during the hyper jump, you may.
Have we all got crits?
I've got 2 of them. Yeah.
Everybody has one?
I think everyone's got at least
Yeah,
one.
least one.
I've got
I've
one.
it so many times.
How many of these do we have
There's so
time
many-
to try to heal?
Well, I mean, you can try to heal them all during this 5 hours if you'd like.
Okay.
I
mean,
that'll be up to you guys, or you can wait until you get back to Zorn and see what it is they have as far as medical facilities go.
because
I think I'll
they
try
like
to heal.
Yeah, I feel like Raven would just wait till she's back in
they
medical.
back to tanks or something.
Yeah.
or-
Mine's not so
T-Zo
bad,
and
so I'm gonna try
you
to
would
find
know
mine.
you would know based on your tour that they do have one back to tank in their medical facility.
Okay.
They only have one. It doesn't seem like this foundry is made for like military purpose. It's kind of like having,
Gotcha.
a little nurses station at a foundry where the people are working at. So it's not super outfitted, but it does have one tank that if it needed to be used, probably wasn't used very much, but it could be used if needed.
Yeah, I think I will save the tank for one of my more wounded comrades.
Right, I think you should be the one that takes the tank. My injuries aren't as severe. Do you think you could take a look at them for me on this way back?
Unless you want the tank, I mean, I'm.
No, Doctor, you should take the tank. We need you at
injuries are
optimal.
only 1 difficulty to heal. That's why I'm saying that.
Oh wow, yeah, I've got a 3 and a 2.
That's why
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
maybe you should take the tank.
We need you
Alright.
at optimal, Doctor, so you take the tank.
Alrighty.
All right, so who's
So-
gonna
Get
who's gonna
tanked.
attempt to heal these? Is the doctor gonna try to heal them all, or
Because the Doctor showed.
All right,
He's
I'm just
better
gonna
at it.
rattle
Yeah, he's
these
better.
out.
okay? So who wants to be the
Both
first?
mine are 1s.
So you have.
Okay,
two,
I'm gonna
or
do
just one?
teaser number 1, teaser number 2 here, real quick.
Okay, just roll.
Boom,
The,
boom. Oh,
okay,
just roll the what?
I was gonna say just roll one first. Like, wait, if you do roll a triumph, then you don't have to roll again. So,
Oh, gotcha.
Fortunately, it was on the
But-
second one.
Yeah, it was on the second one.
but yeah, both of your critical injuries have been healed as Dran takes a look at you and heals you up, patching you up. So who's next on Dran's list? Dran, while he's bleeding, is fixing everybody else.
Yeah.
I'll
Here, you
go
need some
next. I have also 1 difficulty on mine.
Wow, you guys.
It's one. Oh,
Okay.
that one has been wiped
Jeez.
clean with another check.
Oh yeah,
I have 1.
feeling much
difficulty
better.
on mine.
Thank you.
One.
You have one
difficulty-
what?
one
Okay.
difficulty for Raven. Another success. Look at
Wow. Everything's
Dran.
looking up,
Honestly,
Dran.
that. Dran is on a roll.
with the amount of dice he has, it's impossible to fail these, I think.
Oh!
I wouldn't say
Almost.
that. I wouldn't say that. You roll zeros on some of
Jinx.
those.
Yeah.
So here's the deal. Now Dran has 2 crits against himself. You can try to heal them yourself, but that's a lot harder to do.
Yeah.
Or you can have somebody else make the rolls to try to get rid of your crits.
Do you think the back to tank would just handle mine, or?
The back to tank
Yeah, do we
works
know how
as
the back of
this.
tank actually works?
This is how a back to tank works. Characters can also heal using this back to tank. The rate of recovery depends on the character's state of health. A wounded character receives heals at a rate of 1 wound every 2 hours.
Okay.
So it'll heal you 1 wound every 2 hours. At the end of
What about critical?
At the end of each 24-hour period, the character may attempt 1 resilience check to remove 1 critical injury.
Oh.
The difficulty is equal to the critical injury's severity rating.
Oh, that's not good. Let's see if they have a
why don't we
doctor there. What do you
try-
think?
Why don't we try, like, one of us try to heal Dran
Yeah, like,
en route, and then
If-
hopefully the other one can get taken care of in the tank.
What
Yeah,
if
if
they
we-
have
if we
a
attempt
medical
to
droid
heal-
there?
They do have a medical droid, and the medical droid will basically give boosts to any like medical assistance that you need.
Wait, what do you guys think? Yeah,
that. Yeah, you know. I mean,
not bleeding
Dran,
that bad.
with the medical droid, I'm sure I can fix you right up. I've been watching
Sounds good.
your techniques.
Yeah.
Yeah, the medical
all
droid
it
won't
takes.
like when you're in the back to tank, you're just in the back to tank. The medical droid won't be able to do anything there, but the medical droid could help in aiding to any like just using a med pack checks and things like that if you guys needed that kind of assistance.
Gotcha.
All right.
So you guys aren't going to attempt any medicine checks on Dran on the way back? Nobody wants to do
Maybe
it?
a health
if-
one. Maybe a.
You could just try the
wounds?
2 just to see what
I
happens,
just-
you know? It's worth a
Well,
shot.
if we try it now, though, can we try it when we get there? Because we can only do it once a week,
You
right?
can only
Once
do
a
it
week.
once a week. That's true.
Whereas
Yeah,
I'm
so-
just generally hurt. Maybe you could do a little bit of healing.
Yeah, can I try just to heal some of his wounds, maybe?
I
Instead
think
of trying to cure a...
did you already try to heal him once?
Once per
I did
encounter,
already.
I believe.
I did use
Yeah.
a med pack on him already today.
Okay.
So does that mean I
Um,
can't then?
One of the other 2 would have to make the check.
Okay.
Anybody want to practice?
What's your
Uh,
medicine, Jessica?
Christy, what is your stats for that?
Because I'm gonna
Like
call
I do it.
call that conversation part. That was a different encounter, so I'm gonna allow
Oh.
this. I'm gonna consider that an encounter. So at the end of that encounter, I'll allow you to make another healing check. So
I'm at 2
technically,
green for medicine.
technically, Tizo, you could make this then if I'm doing it that way. So if you wanted to try it, you could. But this would be
Yeah,
it.
I can do it again.
This
I'll
would
do it
this
again.
would be it. Like after this, he's got to depend on the tank. But if you guys want to make additional checks to try to get rid of those crits, there's always that too. So, but you like I said,
Yeah,
you
I was
get
gonna
that
say to do that at when we get back to the station
to the station. You got it.
before we get those boosts from the medical droid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, from the professionals.
So am I making a check? I'm confused. I'm sorry.
you can.
What's
Just
Yeah,
a
could
med-
you-
just
Thinking
general
it's 2
medicine.
difficulty with the amount of damage. I think.
Yeah, it'd be 2 difficulty because I think you're still
Yeah.
over half of your wounds.
Yep.
Yep.
Well over half.
I have 2 green. Is mine.
All right.
For medicine,
Yeah.
I've got 3.
Oh,
Yeah, but you also have
Yes,
2
you
upgrades.
have to upgrade your difficulty.
You're also
for-
That's right,
blind.
yeah, I might jab him right in the carotid by accident.
Poor
It's
Yuka.
probably a good idea.
Hey.
You heal a point of strain.
Feel better.
You. See, I'm getting better. hold
I feel
on.
better
I plugged that hole with my
emotionally.
finger. We're good.
I'm fixed.
It was worth a shot. It was worth a shot. So you guys have made your way back to the facility. Dran still looking pretty rough as you guys land into this kind of this chute area that brings you down. You can see that as you guys pass through the debris field that orbits this planet, you can see that they're still busy at work. You can see droids welding things and working on the guns of that disabled old Clone Wars-esque Star Destroyer that's up there, that they have all these repair ports. You can see that there's no droids currently working on the Phoenix, and it looks like it has new guns on the top of it as you guys pass. Looks like the upgrades have been completed. The pirate ship is still currently docked, and it looks like the droids are still working on it. It was a much bigger vessel, and it looks like they're still working on the upgrades to it, but they're definitely taking place as you guys make your way down into the Foundry 4 factory. You guys exit the Bastion.
Are there still upgrades being and repairs being made on the big clone destroyer thing?
Yeah, that's currently in progress.
Okay.
It looks like it's going to take a while for that. I mean, there's a lot of work to do on that. So, yeah, you guys arrive, and the individuals start to approach. You can see the I forget all their names because it's been a while. The Cacique Cal Corsa that you guys met is there to greet you. Along with Lyra Harden is currently, he mentions that she's currently up on the vessel helping with some of the repairs to that ship. So how'd things go? Wow, you look like you need medical attention. Looks right at Tran.
I'm gonna take him to the medical center.
Yeah.
Come on, Dren.
All right. Yes.
All right.
Yes,
All right.
yeah.
Honestly, it could have been worse. We managed to achieve the assistance of some Mandalorian and Talz warriors. At the cost of a few drops of blood.
You were able to convince them to help. That's outstanding.
Well, you know.
We should be here soon.
Oh, great! I'll make sure everybody knows, and we're prepared to invite them into landing and docking bay area. It's great to have you back. We've made some progress, although it's taking some time with the limited amount of skilled workers that we have, but we're doing our best.
Do you need help with anything immediately?
No. Unfortunately, immediately, no. We're just waiting on some of the things to be done. I remember that other guy's name that took you guys on the tour. Let me see if I can find it.
Was that Chief?
Chief
Whatever
or Captain
band
or
Bob.
Security Chief Bellows?
Bellows.
Was it Security Chief Bellows?
Yep,
Yeah.
Security Chief Bellows. Yeah, he comes back out. You know, you remember his beard, and he approaches, and things are looking good so far. I mean, we're still working on those explosives, but we're making some progress. We're hoping that we can have some for not only here for security reasons, but also to equip you for that mission that you guys had talked about before you left. And then he kind of escorts Tizo and Duran to the medical unit. Looks at Raven. I know you're covered in armor, but you look like you're sluggish as well.
Yeah, I'm a bit sore.
Perhaps you should come to the medical unit as well and start patching some of those up.
I will. I just want to make sure the Mandalorians get here first.
Oh, fair enough. And he makes his way with Dran and Tizo, making their way to the medical facility.
I feel like they're in more dire need of health than she is, so she's like,
I think right now you might be a little bit more injured than Tizo is.
Yeah, I'm good. Tizo, I only have 2 wounds left. That's pretty good.
She's sitting like half health. She's fine.
She's just stoic.
Fine. Cracked rib.
I've had worse.
Yeah.
You guys also notice that the Scavi, the pirate captain, the Togruta individual who had the kind of reddish face with the blue and white large, I don't know what you call them. They're kind of like these tendrils.
Head tails.
That seem, yeah, head tails that kind of fall down over his smuggler-esque looking attire. And he sees you all and approaches. So you had a successful mission to scoop up the Mandalorians.
They are a bit
Indeed we
busy at the
did.
moment, but we got what they could manage to spare.
Well, Mandalorians are great fighters. They know a lot about combat, and they're trained highly, so I'm sure that anything they could send would be great. I'm impressed. To say I didn't have just a small bit of doubt would be, well, an understatement. But you can start to hear like comms going off as Kasik Cal Corsa seems to be talking to somebody, and he shouts over, "The Mandalorians have arrived. We're escorting them here to landing chute Besh. They'll be here in just a moment."
Good.
And within...
will you have space for them? For them to set up space? Like, I suppose, a camp.
We have enough space. That's one thing that we can provide.
I don't suppose you have translator technology that works.
Translator technology?
Hmm.
You don't have a translator?
We do, but it's buggy.
I have.
Yeah, there's something wrong with this translator, I think.
He reaches out towards it. I do have some engineers that could take a look at it for you if you'd like.
Yes,
Yeah,
please. Please see if you can make it voice activated instead of typing activated. That would be a great benefit to me personally. Thank you.
I think, yeah. I mean, I think some of our engineers could salvage some parts from some of our other voice activated equipment. I don't see why this would be a problem. And he takes the translator from you.
Just thinking, like, how is she going to communicate with these Tal warriors if she needs them to do something for her? She's like, we need something.
True. So yeah, he starts to... So and the pirate Scavi kind of looks at all of you and says, "So you bypassed Koak."
We were in need of medical attention, and we have achieved the help of some very brave warriors, and so we thought it best to come straight back.
Well, I honestly say I don't blame you. It's a difficult place.
Yeah, we don't need more difficulties on top of this.
Well, hopefully what you did was enough.
That's why we come back early, so we have enough time as we can to prepare.
Well,
So as soon as we're all back up on our feet, if you need help with getting things equipped, just ask. I'm pretty good at finessing.
well, I'm just waiting on the droids to get done with my upgrades, and then I'm going to have one, I guess, last unhindered sleep. Then prepare to load the vessel up with the women and children, like we had talked about.
Yes.
Make sure that they're not anywhere near this when it occurs.
Good. Alright, I'm gonna head over to Med Bay, see how Doctor and Tizo are handling it. Yeska, do
I'll
you
go with
have
you.
anywhere you need to be, or do you want to come with me?
I think I would go with you as well
Alright.
Okay.
to see how our friends are doing.
Alright.
So you guys make your way to the medical unit where Joanna's probably already in the tank.
I am Edge.
How does the curing the criticals go with the droid's help?
The droid will give you 2 blue boosts on your checks to try to heal the
Ooh.
criticals. Well,
And do I still get the
actually, you know what I would do? I would do a boost and an upgrade. I think that would be a better result. So a blue boost and an upgrade. Instead
do
of
I
2
still get the
boosts.
boost from the med pack
You do.
for using the med pack?
Yep.
Cool. What's the difficulty of your checks?
I have a 3 and a 2.
All right, we'll try the 3, or
Oh,
we'll
you-
try the 2 first.
Try the 2. Yeah, because if he stays in the tank for 24 hours, he can try to make that resilience check to heal his other one.
That's a lot of time to be in a tank, though.
It is. It is.
We'll try.
We'll just bring
try
you
the-
some. We'll just bring you some books like Ape Sapien and Hellboy, and you.
Because I only need 5 hours to heal all my wounds, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe.
Was it every...
Oh!
Hey,
Oh, look at this.
What?
Look
You
at
did it.
this.
You did it!
Dran,
way to go, bud.
part of
The
you is
first one.
like, the droid did most of the work, but
No.
Tizo did help.
I have a very steady scalpel hand. Okay, I am very.
Gets in there with a lightsaber and cauterizes it a little bit.
That's-
Oh wow!
Do you
it
want me
better.
to try the third one or your
Let's
3 one?
do it.
Okay, well I'm gonna use the last light.
You're a doctor now, Harry.
Light
Do it.
side points. So all 9
You're the doctor
points are in the
now.
dark side here.
Grades, right?
That upgrades, yes. So
That gives me
you,
okay.
additional upgrade because of the medical droid's assistance.
I'm one with the force is with me. I'm one with the force is with me.
Now stay still, very still, doctor. Okay, I don't want to.
Oh, so you're
Make
putting this
anything.
on him. If he moves, it's his fault?
Yes.
That's it.
Got it.
Success.
What? What?
Success.
What?
Tran, you're critical.
I do lose a chunk of flesh, but I'm
Yeah.
fine.
Nurse
I
Tizo.
told you not to move.
I didn't need that
Now
finger.
you're just gonna have this little piece. Get that out.
It's just gone.
Wow! Jesus. See that? It's gone. I'm not sewing it back
Holy
on.
moly.
Here's what I am going to do for
Like,
that
do
threat,
anything?
though. I'm going to say that threat,
Or yeah.
the threat is going to be that the medical droid that was assisting is... You guys have been, like, to heal these criticals, it's an extensive... It takes a little bit of time. So going over that, and that droid's probably either going to need to power down for a little bit, charge back up, or the next check that you guys do with that, it is only going to provide a boost. It won't provide an upgrade for the next check.
Wow, Tizo. Thank you. I feel amazing.
I've been watching you, so it's
Apparently, I guess.
I
The student
learn from the
has
best.
become the teacher.
Well, I'll call it luck in the force.
The droid looks at you, Dran. It's,
Beginner's luck.
the tank is ready for you.
If I go in there, I'm going to be in there for about 10 hours, I think.
You need to be at top shape.
I guess
Unless
I
someone
could
else, unless someone else needed it. I'll look over at Raven, Yeska. It's kind of hard to tell if Raven's hurting because she's wearing armor, but
Does anybody need a fix before I go in?
I am not hurt. I think that one of you should take some time in the tank.
Take it, doctor.
Give you a patch up before I go in?
Sure.
You're at half, right?
I'm at 13 of 21.
You could
Able to
utilize.
assist.
You could.
Ooh.
Ooh, an assist.
So
you could
strong.
utilize the droid for 1 extra boost if you'd like.
But didn't you say, did we bust up the droid or so? Oh, it's only 1 boost now.
It's a
Okay,
You
boost.
so
said, you said there was
You
2
won't get an
droids
upgrade.
and one needs a charge.
No, there's only 1 droid,
yeah.
and it would take the upgrade away, but it would give you the boost still. So you're still
The
getting
upgrade.
a benefit. There was an
Upgrade.
It was giving you guys
Oh.
an upgrade.
It was an up and
Gotcha. Now
and
it's
a
just
boost.
Okay,
now
cool.
it's just a boost.
So with help from Tizo and the droid, I'm gonna try to patch up Raven here a little bit. If that works.
your boost from the med pack.
Yep. Oh my gosh.
Oof.
5
Oh,
and some strain.
5 wounds
Oh my
and 5 strain healed from
Yeah.
Raven. As you're getting.
And then I tossed her stim pack that she lent me.
Thanks.
Stay healthy. Listen, guys, before I go in, I'm gonna pull out my blaster pistol. I don't know. Do you guys mind passing this on and maybe see if they could soup it up a little bit?
Sure.
We're gonna have a big fight ahead of us, and
I'll take a look at it.
thanks.
I don't imagine you'd be able to take it into the tank anyway.
Yeah, not gonna do me a lot of good in there.
Yeah, do you have anything in your pockets? You better double check.
Oh,
Yeah. You better,
Please
Your
remember
comm
to
link. Get down
remove your
to your-
comm link and data pad.
oh, it's
Yeah, you
attached
better
to my
get
head.
that.
So,
Oh.
get into your swim gear.
Wait 1 moment. The droid goes over to like this corner and goes like presses a few buttons on the wall, and this drawer just opens. Droid pulls something out, and it's like one of those little hairnet
Speedo.
things. It goes over top of your
Everything implants?
Everything's your implants.
put it on, start taking off my flight suit.
This will
Like a
protect
swim
your
cap, like a-
implant electronics.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's like a swim cap.
Michael Phelps over here.
That's it.
Well, guys, I'll see you in about 10.
Alright.
Don't let the place
All right.
blow up while I'm
Rest well,
gone.
Doctor.
No promises.
Force be with you. Time to go swimming.
And also with you.
And you guys watch Duran. There's like a small ladder that he has to climb up, and the top part is open, and he just kind of sinks down into.
Like a dunk
this-
tank.
Yeah, it's like a dunk tank. He sinks
No,
down.
I was-
Brief
I
moment.
was thinking more of Jar Jar jumping into the lake.
Yeah.
Oh,
A brief moment of pure joy as I'm completely submerged in liquid.
Submerged in the liquid, and the droid comes over and closes seals the top of it, and you are this eye just boom, it sticks looking at you all through the tank. You guys are all just staring at him. He's staring back. He's got like
I'm
this,
naked.
yeah, he's got this little cloth speedo that he's wearing.
Yeah.
His little swim cap. Now, can Mon Calamari, they can just be fully submerged and breathe, right? They're amphibious. Is that true? Or do they
I
need
think-
like the oxygen?
Yeah.
I think they
No,
are.
they're amphibious. At least from the Clone Wars
That's what I thought
show,
they were.
they
but-
Yes.
they
Yes.
showed them as being underwater.
Mhm.
I can breathe underwater and move without penalty when swimming.
Oh yeah, so you're a good swimmer too. So yeah, you're right at home in this nice
Yeah,
warm,
this is
warm
heaven.
tank of medical.
Yeah.
Of course, there's medicine mixed in with this water to rapidly heal your wounds
Yeah.
as you're relaxing. And Dran's just there, kind of floating and enjoying it. And as you guys are all standing there, the camera kind of pans back behind all you guys as you can see Duran there in the tank and just see this silhouetted image of all three of you just watching Duran, sticking his eye up against the tank, looking at all of you. And that's what we're
A
gonna
fisheye.
end. That's what we're gonna end tonight's episode of Star Wars: Force
Hell
and
yeah.
Destiny. Well done, crew. Well done.